Hello, my onions. I'm making a review on um I kind of forget. Oh yeah, I remember the title now. Spider-Man: No Way Home is what I'm doing a review on. This is probably the most convoluted and also most convoluted plot for a Spider-Man movie from anything that Andrew or Maguire has brought from their era end of Spider-Man. With Spider-Man No Way Home was having a shit more characters than more than ever of any other Spider-Man movie. Like Spider-Man 3 has shit ton of characters, and so this means Spider-Man 2 has shit ton of characters. This one also goes for the shit ton of characters and try cram a ton of important characters into one movie. Those were all the ones I referenced by the end of Andrews and Maguire's eras of Spider-Man. And speaking of Andrew Maguire, spoiler, they make an appearance in Spider-Man 3 of Tom Holland's Spider-Man 3 as their version of Spider-Man due to the multiverse. And Doctor Strange helping Peter come up with a wish, but then altering it several times and then it getting out of control, which leads to people throughout the multiverse coming to the 616 universe, Earth. So, the sacred Marvel timeline. Of anyone who knows who Peter Parker is. Apparently, 3 versions of Peter Parker came out to the multiverse. And those were Andrew and Maguire's Peter Parker. And yes, they do suit up as their Spider-Man in action. And, it looks cool. And, so, what was I going to say? I give this. Oh, I forgot to give this a score. 10 out of 10. No Way Home, I give for its shitty, convoluted writing and unpolished, rough, unfinished CGI effects. With this CGI effects. And the CGI effects, well, still look like they could. They're not the worst bad for movie standards or for Marvel standards, but they're only, bad for modern Marvel standards. For modern Marvel movies standards. If it came out in 2008, the effects, they probably wouldn't mind it by anybody, because that kind of effects dated. So, Spider-Man No Way Home has recurring, returning villains from the Raimiverse and the Andrew Garfield movies. And Holland has secured them. Then it goes, Saul said they all want to turn on Holland, and then, because of Goblin taking over Norman for some reason, and it's not really explained or makes sense. But we got cool action with Norman Osborn, playing by Willem Dafoe, playing Green Goblin, and turns out, we got literally some really good action with Tom Holland's Spider-Man and Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. Once you find out Green Goblin's been taking over Norman's body, that's when the pacing kind of starts to change to more tighter pacing in the third act. And that's before, like, Aunt May gets killed off. Like, the pacing gets more tight pacing and better paced at once you find out Green Goblin's taking over Norman Osborn. And it was also pretty stupid that they put jokes in the movie to give Aunt May before killing her off after she got stabbed with the glider, instead of just killing her off right before. She should have just given the line, her line to motivate Peter. It was Great Falcon's great responsibility, and not say any jokes, and then die. Because, you know, just get to the point. You gotta get there. You don't need to put jokes in every moment when you're going to kill a character off. It just doesn't work. It kind of weakens the flow of the film. There was No Way Home. This movie felt kind of long for me for Tom Holland's Spider-Man at times. The pacing kind of dragged on sometimes in the movie. You know, earlier on. And, that's my review on Spider-Man No Way Home. I like the new suit he makes. And then the movie is more comic book looking suit. That's more comic book accurate. That's cool. So, this movie makes me wish that God of Spider-Man 3 was Andrew Garfield. Because it makes me miss Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. And how his Spider-Man got cut short and never got a third Spider-Man movie. That's my review on Spider-Man No Way Home. My video review on the movie. Yeah, that's my review on No Way Home with the Spider-Man movie. Why I give it 10 out of 10? Now, I'm going to review X-Men Dark Phoenix. Personally, I think this movie is much better than Spider-Man. I give X-Men Dark Phoenix a 10 out of 10. A much more visually interesting, stunning looking popcorn movie with beloved comic book characters, brand name attached to it. Therefore, a better movie all around. The plot's not as important as the, visuals. If the plot is half-baked, but the visuals are there, then I say it's worth giving it 10 out of 10 on it. The visuals are good. The characters have character arcs and a much more compelling story with the characters than No Way Home took with Sony and Marvel versus Fox without Marvel. That's why I give X-Men Dark Phoenix a 10 out of 10. It's a great fun movie. X-Men the Dark Phoenix movie. Released back in 2019, I think it came out. 2020, right? One of these years. I'll put the year. And That's why X-Men Dark Phoenix gets a 10 out of 10. And I enjoyed the pacing is tighter, and also the action is a better shot and looks more visual. The visuals look finished. I'm not like cannot be saved for the same. All of the points cannot be same for the Spider-Man flick. And Spider-Man flick that I talked about, I talked about the visuals suck. But the visuals in this pretty cool. I thought. I like how the X-Men have actual matching uniforms from one of what they're wearing comic book costumes, matching uniforms from one of the later X-Men runs I haven't looked at but I heard of. Uh, by Jeff something, what's his name? Um, and the X-Men is dressed like they do in the one of the comic runs that I haven't looked at or at all, but I've heard of their run, his run on the X-Men. The guy, the one where they do dress like that in the comics was the mentions to the wear in the Dark Phoenix movie. I thought that was pretty cool. Looking costume translate to the big screen. What I would like to if they went with that classic, unique designs from the comics, how from the runs from the like older comics where they have classic designs known as from thanks to the X from the animated '90s series, like Cyclops and Jean Grey. Yeah, I would have wanted that more. I would have wanted that, but it is what it is. Like they didn't go with like the like the older design. They went with something more modern, but it looks cool and all, but it doesn't look as cool as the leather suits from the original Fox X-Men trilogy. The black leather suits. For a PG-13 movie, they definitely earn its PG-13 rating and doesn't just treat it like you're a kid in a theater like Marvel does with the standalone studio movies made by them with under the Disney brand that's owned by Disney, which gets repetitive and kind of stupid and tiring after a while. How Marvel does it. Yeah. And they just always, they make me feel like, the holding my hand in the movie by toning down and not giving anything mature what's the characters to do. And how they That's the problem with Marvel, like with the Marvel Studios 616 universe, I find. So that's my review on X-Men Dark Phoenix. I give it a 10 out of 10. And feel free to comment below or not. I don't mind if you don't. And subscribe, please, and hit the like button to like my videos, support my channel. Holy shit, I'm still recording now. I forgot. What was I gonna say? I'm getting tired. My brain is getting tired of talking. And, I just think, I like the X-Men Dark Phoenix movie more than Spider-Man No Way Home. It's also known as Tom Holland's Spider-Man 3. I like Dark Phoenix more than Spider-Man was the 3 Spider-Mans. I like Spider-Man for what it was, but I like Dark Phoenix a lot more. The movie. The last X-Men movie and the X-Men franchise by Fox. I give it a 10 out of 10. It may let me wanting more, but I enjoy what I got. So that's my review on the Fox final X-Men movie called X-Men Dark Phoenix. Goodbye. Subscribe, hit the like button. Comment below or don't. I don't mind if you don't comment. But do like the video and please hit this like and hit the subscribe button to grow my subscribers. I like to be grown. Bye bye.